Today on the channel, we're going to take a look at a lightsaber from the baddest mofo in the galaxy. That's right, Darth Vader himself. This is courtesy of the fine folks over at NSabers. They were nice enough to send me out this product for review. This is their Darth Vader Special Edition Episode 5 lightsaber. Now, the special edition connotation that goes with this is mainly due to the fact that it is not 100% screen accurate to Empire Strikes Back. It has some design aesthetic liberties taken with it, and mainly that's for comfort reasons, because if you look at his lightsaber, it's awesome to look at, but if you try to hold a replica in your hand, you're like, wow, this is kind of awkward. It's got, you know, buttons and knobs and things where you would normally place your hand. So they kind of redesigned it for a little more form-fitting factor to place in your hand, and let's go ahead and check it out. So first and foremost, packaging. We got foam inside, everything's protected. You shouldn't have any issues with damage. We got the white glove treatment with the NSabers logo there. Technically speaking, these are so when you handle the blade itself, your oils on your hand don't get all messed up on the lightsaber. But truth be told, I've been collecting lightsabers for years and I've always barehanded them and never had an issue with oils on my hand doing anything. But if you want to feel fancy, put on those white gloves. Get the instruction manual, which you will need because each lightsaber is a little bit different as far as how you operate it. Some of them have one button, some of them have two buttons. So you'll definitely want to read through this to understand how to operate your lightsaber because each and every one is unique. Here we have the lightsaber itself, bubble wrapped, nice and neat. Right out of the gate, you're looking at it going, okay, that looks pretty close to a Vader saber, right? The only real major thing here is Vader normally has this collar and a button that kind of sticks out like almost an inch here in the midsection. Isn't present on the special edition one. We do have the power button sitting right there in the middle, but there's not that bulky, you know, chunk and the collar sticking out with that button here in the midsection. And of course we have a couple other design choices. So we have Orbesh writing there that says saber if you want to be super nerdy and translate it like I do, and of course you got the red and blue accents there as well towards the top. You got your belt loop and knob there, so if you want to cosplay. Bottom does screw off. Everything's nice metallic. This doesn't rattle, it's not loose. Just kind of gives you access to the speaker inside there. And of course if you want access to the board and the battery charging, you're gonna unscrew it here in the midsection, the brains of the operation, if you will. So we have our battery as well as our USB-C charging port. We have our micro SD card. You can pop it out, put it in your computer. You can customize your soundfonts if you wish. But this does come in a couple of different varieties. So you can get the base model, you can get the middle of the road, the Neopixel one, and then you can go all out and get the Profi one, which is the same thing as the Neopixel, but it just has that upgraded board inside where you can customize things. The display stand, this is just basic acrylic, NSabers logo on there. Nothing too fancy, but as far as everything you need, I mean, you get your logo for the stand, you got your USB-C charging cable, you got this little dongle type of thing. It's basically just a little faux blade that you'd put in there when you're putting this on display if you don't have the blade installed. I never use these, but for people that want to, you know, protect the lights and the emitters inside, it makes sense. Alright, so we have the lightsaber assembled, very straightforward. You're basically going to take the three little Allen keys and put them in the various points of the top of the hilt there, screw it down, and then voila. So you just want to make sure nothing rattles, nothing's loose. Then, you know, you can't just pull it right out and then you'll be good to go. As far as powering it on, hold the indicator button there. You'll hear an audible cue. You'll see the LED light up saying, you know, power's on. And once there, you can activate the lightsaber by doing a twist motion. You can do the same thing, turn it off, or you can just simply press that light button and it does the same thing. And there's various different ways the lightsaber will light up. It's got 12 different colors. Since this is the upgraded, you know, Neopixel slash Profi board inside, you're going to get much more vibrant colors. Always kind of hard to show this on the camera because even with my red shirt, I'm looking at the lens there, it looks like it's orange, but no, this is a bright red. One of the cool features of this little SE there is, as you can see, we got little kind of open cutouts there where you can actually see the blade emitting the light through the hilt of the lightsaber, which is a nice touch. Like I said, if you're wanting 100% accuracy as far as screen accuracy from Empire Strikes Back, this isn't it. It's very close, but like I said, they did take some liberties with the design just for comfort and form factor. You will have to be a little wary. Vader's lightsaber is kind of awkward to hold down here because it does have that looping knob. The grips are nice. The rubber, flanges there. The rubber they use doesn't feel like it's, breathing and oxidizing to where it feels slimy on your skin or anything like that. But if you try to hold it naturally here in the middle, just make sure you're not hitting that button. If you do hit the button with the lightsaber activated, you get little deflection sounds, and you'll see little blaster deflections throughout the blade itself. Said you can change the colors, you can change the sound fonts, you can do everything. All of that is going to be dictated by holding this button. So one time you'll see a blink, hold it longer, you'll get 2 blinks, hold it longer still, 3 blinks, 4 blinks, so on and so forth. Turning it off, same way, you're just going to hold it down until it powers off. And again, you get audible cues. One thing I did notice is the audible cues on earlier models that I've tested and reviewed on this channel have always had a very generic foreign sounding voice. This one is a much more Americanized English sounding voice. It's still a little bit robotic, and I'm pretty sure it's just using AI because some of the pronunciations are not something a human would do.
Ignition. Hunter stack. Ignition. Oh my G. Stack. Ignition.
Let's go ahead and just check out a couple of the different styles and colors we can do. 1, 2.
Unstable blade.
So this is the unstable blade. And see, lights up in a completely different configuration. It's not that smooth. Illumination, of course, it's a different color. There's lots of different blade styles. I'm just not a fan of it. I'm pretty vanilla and basic when it comes to my Star Wars fandom. I just like a simple, smooth illumination, but the fact that you can change the different colors, blade styles, ignition styles, I mean, you can come up with pretty much any kind of, creation you want.
Pulse blade.
So this is different blade styles. So you see it strobing and throbbing. I'm just gonna sample some of these because there's, like I said, there's so many. There's 27 sound fonts. There's like 11 different blade and ignition styles. So if I went through every single one of these, this would be like a 45-minute video. And as you can see, we got a, it's probably hard to pick up on camera, but it's a very Lightsabers-esque color spectrum we got going. We got pink, blue, yellow, just going up and down, but you see various different little segments of the blade in different colors. I would never use this for anything. This is more like if you're at a rave or something, sure, you might enjoy it, but I don't know why you're bringing a lightsaber to a rave. And then you can also change the color when it's already ignited, so if you want to change it on the fly, you can do that. So we got a nice bright green. We got flash on clash. If you're dueling, smacking this around. With the Neopixel, you're going to have to be a little more protective. You don't want to definitely swing this as hard as a baseball bat into somebody else's lightsaber because you're probably going to break it. But it can do some light dueling. And it does have an accelerometer inside, for those kind of swinging sound effects. So as I move the lightsaber around in the air, you hear the different changes in the volume and the pitch, and you can turn the volume up and down in the speaker. The speaker, again, located down here in the bottom of the hilt itself. Nice little speaker there. Gets plenty loud. But with the lightsaber lit up, I'm just going to hold that down for 2 seconds and release. 1, 2, and then changes the color. So again, 1, 2, and I'm just looking at the LED there and watching it blink twice before I let it go. And again, you can see the illumination through the cutouts there. So I think NSabers did a great job with this. Like I said, it kind of meets both worlds as far as accuracy. It's pretty dang close, but it also where they did take liberties with the design aesthetic of it. I think it's nicer to actually handle and hold and wield. So if you want to do some light sparring, or if you want to do some spinning tricks, things like that, this is much easier to hold in the hand and control versus the actual accurate Vader lightsaber that has the knob in the midsection there, as well as that just super thick collar there in the middle. So if you're interested in picking one of these up, I'll put a product link down in the video description box below. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you hit that like button. Share this video with your friends if you found the information helpful. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. It really means a lot.